but please help me give a huge round of applause for the co-founder of our company, Rod Jao.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Just waiting for two more people that didn't stand up. Go ahead. I didn't get that. Translation services aren't active today. Thank you for inviting me on here. I'm a guest speaker today. Those of you guys didn't know, because I'm not supposed to be here today. I'm supposed to be in Columbus with Apollo. And we're just so incredibly proud of him. I know all of you guys. I told him live while he was being inducted just before he got on, as Arnold Schwarzenegger was singing praises about how what an amazing individual he is, and not only to the sport, but to the community around the world and the examples that he set. And you know where his heart is, and it's just a real privilege to have him, obviously, as one of the co-founders of the company. And due to circumstances, we've been obviously working very hard for all of you, and which is why I had to cancel my trip last minute, and I wasn't able to attend. I feel terrible about it. I hope he gets inducted again, which is impossible, but I don't know how to make up for it. But I figure the next time he comes to Vancouver, we'll get a huge cake, right, on behalf of all of us, and make sure that he is able to experience that all again. But I know that he feels loved. I sent him all the well wishes from all of us in this room. I kept showing him pictures of the room and how excited everybody in this room was, and I know that he was very appreciative of that. So he's on his way from Columbus right after signing probably, I don't know, there's 200,000 people that attend this event. His arms are probably dead tired from signing unlimited amount of photographs. A very, very cool experience. He's on his way to Chicago and then to LA, and I'll be seeing him in a few days. But I will tell you that we've had a whirlwind year. And so many of you have been incredibly patient with the company, because I know that you've been doing your own thing and building the business. And but I will tell you, of course, without a doubt, we have incredibly massive plans for this company. I know that you have the faith in us to believe in us. We have massive expectations. Anything less than $1 billion in the next 3 years is a failure to us. So I want to encourage you to know that whether you like it or not, we're going to make it. And what I'm excited about is this room is going to be a part of that, right? So a little shout out to some of those that kind of maybe didn't have the faith or may have left. You missing a big boat here, because a year or two from now they're like, what was I thinking? This is a cool room. Why? Because it's close to home. It's close to HQ. It's a very small, intimate arena for all of you that are here to experience firsthand the genesis of a movement that's going to change the world. And I say that with full conviction because we've been traveling crazy. When Holly gave you a snapshot of our thing, and I got to tell you, Holly's what an incredible blessing of the company. You guys excited about having Holly on board? Because, you know, not only is she a brilliant formulator, because when we put her in a room with some of the best and most innovative chemists and scientists, in, by the way, areas of the world that are very good at what they do. We were in China, Korea, Hong Kong, of course, and all these different parts of the world. She talks to a level that is wowing them. And the comments I get back after is, hey, your Holly girl knows her stuff. I said, yeah, don't mess around with us, because we have, we're creating stuff that's never been done before in the world, and anything less than exceptional is not acceptable for us. And that's our commitment to all of you. You know that's what we stand by. And with that, of course, there's some interesting things that happen along the way that you guys are very patient with, but I'll tell you, eventually everything will work out well. Holly, I've never heard her complain of these 14-hour days. It's just amazing how dedicated she is to the business and all of you and what she's going to create with the team. And I think that's something that you can sense when you hear her speak. She's here because she really loves her ability to be a part of what all of us stand for. And I know she's excited that we've given her full reins with almost literally unlimited budget to create magic and purity. Almost, yeah, almost, pretty much. And it's fun, and we have a blast doing it. And we love having massive meals at 1 a.m. in the morning. That's what we do. And again, we've been traveling. So the team, I want to just introduce a couple new members. Anita, you guys have maybe met, kind of met. Anita, stand up for all of us. Anita's been working very, very hard. She's multilingual, great asset. You'll be working more with her, and you'll see a lot more of her. And if you guys have met Stanny, stand up. Stanny's been amazing. She's an EA. She's helping all of us to do a number of things. One of the things was also help prepare a lot of things for this event today, and you'll see a lot more of her, of course, in the June event, and October event, and so on and so on and so on. So what do I love about this company? I think without a doubt, the belief from the team and the partners that we have, everyone here and what we stand for is so much beyond economics. You guys already understand that. And what I am so excited about all of you as the pioneers and the people that are leading the charge and really the examples around the world. Why this room is so important to me and why it's so important to Apollo specifically. And one of the texts we exchanged back and forth just a few moments ago was, do you realize that because this is HQ, that when I see when we go out there and we're wherever we are, whether we're in Thailand or we're in Hong Kong or whether we're in Europe, all the places around the world that are really excited about this opportunity, it's actually all of you, the leaders here, that we reference as the foundation. And you are the ambassadors of the company. And I don't give all of you enough credit, but I want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Because when we're out there and we're talking about this movement and how exciting it is, and we have incredible conviction in knowing that the lives have been changed already, even in the early stages of our company. You know, in our minds, it's all of your faces. It's all of your stories. It's the time I spent with all of you. I got the Calgary crew here, which is amazing. I love you guys. Whistler's in the house. Kelowna's in the house, right? LA, Karen, I don't know if you count for LA/Vancouver. But you're all dear friends of ours. You know, you are really dear to my heart. And I look at you guys on the app all the time. It brings me tears. I don't cry profusely with napkins or anything like that, but, you know, hypothetically speaking, kind of tears. I'm emotional. I cry during movies, on the plane, certain ones. I won't talk about which ones, but we're off topic now. But you know what I mean. We love you sincerely. And the time that we spent in Thailand with Lisa, of course, it was such a joy. And Ken, I know Al and Deb, it was a time of our lives. I can't tell you, that type of offline time, as CC was there, it's priceless to me. Because sure, we have this interaction on stage, and this is really not what we're all about. We're really about what are we like off the stage, what are we like? And it's really kind of pretty much the same. CC was like, I'm pretty much as dorky off the stage as I am on the stage. But Thailand was amazing. And the reason why it was amazing is because the relationships we were able to build on top of what we were able to do. And that's what life is all about. It's all about relationships. You know, what I love about this industry is our ability to choose who we do business with. That's why I love this thing. I'm not forced to, I got to do business with this person because I need the money. No, I get to choose. If I don't like you, you don't share the same values as me, I'm not going to get you involved with me. And all of you, some of you might be frustrated going, no, my team's not growing as fast as I want it to grow. It's a blessing, trust me, because the people that should be on your team will be on your team. They will be, the right people, the people you can be proud of, because you're pouring your life into this. I see that. That's why we don't take anything that you do for granted. I can't even tell you how appreciative I am when I wake up in the morning. I come here and I watch all of you excited, the doors open, you're sitting out front, you got your notepads on, you got your lanyards on, you're good, because you're really wanting to learn. And why? For a complete selfless reason, so you can give back to the people you care about. That's an amazing thing for us. And that's what drives us every single day to work harder to make this as perfect of a company as we can be. And we'll never rest on that. It'll never be as good as we'll just keep going. And that's our commitment. But it's amazing what we experience. So I encourage, you know, when I see this time, when we've got this new trip coming up in Italy, whatever it takes to get there, right? Gino speaks Italian. It's the first time he's relevant. No, I'm kidding. We didn't bring him to Thailand. None of the rides would fit him over there. But in Italy, he'll be a superstar. But having the ability to choose who you do business with, that's a gift. So, you know, if your team's not building as fast, we got tools to help you to talk about that and help you. But, you know, it's okay. Some people will say no. It's a natural consequence. And I love these videos and the ones that were procured for our Mind Mastery, which amazing job that Suki, you are a blessing to this company and my life and Apollo's life and to all of us in this room. Thank you again for giving us everything that you do. Yeah, it is Yeah, Suki's here for one purpose, and we talked about this last night, and it's because he loves people. He has a genuine, deep passion for really enriching people's lives, and this vehicle just aligned with his beliefs, and it's certainly a platform for him to be able to give, and we're just so blessed that we can be a part of that. And I know this is going to keep evolving, the advanced awareness and all these things that he's gotten planned for all of you. It's just the beginning, and it's going to keep getting better, so it's just exciting. And thank you for sharing everything you did today. What incredible pieces of genius, especially on the close, on how to qualify and connect with people. He's a master at that. And I think all of us can learn and continually evolve to that point where, you know, we can really make people feel comfortable. But again, you connect with people, you find their needs, you service their needs. You know that term, treat people the way you want to be treated? What's that? What is that parable that people say? Yeah. How does that go? Do unto others as much the way you. What? No, I want to hear it from you. Do unto others as you would have done to yourself, right? That's it. I don't agree with that. You should do unto others as you would want them to want to have done to them. Because everybody's. I just completely butchered that one. I butchered it. I've only, yeah, because I live by that line. I've lived with that for 20 years, but apparently I can't repeat that. So I'm trying to figure out what time zone I'm in still. But you guys know what I mean, right? We're here to serve other people. And undoubtedly, we've been blessed with, I mean, all of you in here are here for a reason. And I don't know what that reason is. And I always make jokes about you couldn't find your way or you need a ride home and this was on the way, blah, blah. But really, that's not the case. You would have left earlier. You're here now. Because you obviously have seen something, or you have something inside of you that's telling you that you need to be here, or you should be here, and that's why all of us are here. We can make money a lot of different ways, and we're pretty good at it. But what's life really about? A purpose, I think. That's true fulfillment. And at the end of the day, happiness is really, if you are fulfilled, and it's really measured by how you lived your life, not what you have. And fortunately, in our business, we've tied it very closely so you can have a lot of what you want as long as you do the right things and serve other people. And it's okay to talk about money. I rarely talk about that. And the reason why is because, like Lisa said, it's not important to me as much anymore. Still kind of is, but not us. But I'm not going to deny the fact it's not important. But sometimes, to a lot of people, it is. And so if you need to use that as a tool to connect with them, do that. Because I'll tell you, when I got involved in the industry when I was very young, I think 17, 18 years old, I wasn't talking about deeper meanings and changing the world through purpose. I was like, I want a nice car. I want nice clothes, right? I want to cool this. I want to cool that. It took me 3 or 4 or 5 years to grow up to find out, after all of that, that really doesn't matter. It's much more than that. But it's okay to be materialistic. I'm telling you, it drives a lot of those people. You see all those people on the videos? They have all the material things. It's not what got them there, but it's what gets them going in the beginning. So that motivation is okay. So just remember all of those things, whatever it is, whether it's peace of mind or whether it's, to me, I think it's retiring if you have parents that are working and they raised you, that should be your first goal, to retire your parents. And if you haven't been able to do that, it's because you haven't been able to do enough financially for yourselves, then that should be your motivation. That's so much higher purpose than buying something cool. Right? But whatever your drive is, let's find that and let's be aggressive with it. I think sometimes I was told we're too nice up here saying, hey, come on, I'll give you a hug. We get involved in this business, get the community, get your brain going, da-da-da-da-da. But, behind the scenes, when Apollo and I talk, we're kind of about hugs. Not really. Kind of. Not in a, just kind of a, anyway. But what we talk about is, let's get this thing going. What do we do to really just keep cranking? How do we take this to another level? And every day we push ourselves, each other, every single day. And I need all of you guys to do the same. Because this day is a very important day. Whatever it is, wipe your slate clean. I want you to set new goals. I want you to redefine yourself today. Whatever you have in history as far as past performance, it doesn't matter. What we're going to talk about is where you're going to be in 90 days. Where are you going to be in June 4th? We've got tools that we've created that this marketing system, by the way, 8 months in development, a lot of work. And the reason why we didn't launch it sooner is because we wanted to make sure it was the most cutting edge. That's just one of many, many programs that behind the scenes we're working on to make this business as simple as possible so all of you can do the magic that you do. But I encourage you guys to step up those expectations, like 3 or 4-fold. Okay? Whatever it is. If your goal this year is like, I just want to make $100,000 a year because that's what it's going to take for me to be financially independent so that I can start doing things that are more important to me as far as time-wise, spending more time with the kids or raising them or spending more time with my significant other, whatever hobbies you are, great. But let me change that for you. 100 grand is not enough. A month is not enough, okay? Trust me, if you need help in how to spend that, call me. I'll help you. I'll lay it out really easily, and you'll realize, oh, dang, that wasn't enough. But that's okay. Is that being selfish? No. Do you know what kind of things or amazing work that you can do if you had the time and money? I've seen all of you. I've spent time. You guys have amazing souls. I can't wait till everybody in this room is wealthy. You know why? Because I know it's just going to amplify the character that you truly are, and it's going to make the world a better place. And that's why we do what we do. So can we step it up 3 or 4 notches? That's all I ask. I'm just so excited about 2017. We have so many incredible announcements to make. Most of them I can't say because they're secret projects. But I promise you one thing. By the time we do our big event on October 27th to 29th, all of you will be blown away. You'll be like, are you kidding me? You guys did all of that? Yes, we did all of that and more because it's pretty cool what we've got coming. So there's 2 stepping stones. Right? We've got this event in June 4th, which let's say Vancouver because it's near HQ. Let's, quadruple the size of this room? At least? Is that fair to say that? Yeah. Okay, the first thing to do, let's make a commitment between all of us. Let's smash the attendance June 4th. Okay, who's with me on this one? Good? Great. Quadruple, 4 times. Because how many of you in this room, by a show of hands, wish you had somebody that didn't come here? Most of you. Yeah, I know. I know how it feels. I've been there. Oh, if they were only here, I could elbow them 18 times because I knew they would get it by being here. But they didn't show up. Darn it. But I knew if they did come, I get it. I know it's frustrating. And you know why? Because your heart just wants so much for them more than they want it for themselves. But it's okay. They weren't here. Next time, we try harder. And if it's not them, it's okay. Remember, it's a numbers game at the end of the day. You can't force change on someone that doesn't want it. So don't feel frustrated. And if any of you have ever been in a situation where you're talking to somebody about this business and they just don't get it, or they challenge you and say it doesn't work, or that's dumb, or whatever things that they come up with. Let me tell you something. I have never heard anybody say that to me. You know why? Because they're scared of what's going to come out of my mouth after, because they think probably I'm not a dumb guy. Same with Apollo, and same with a lot of the peers that I've shared this with that are massive influencers, incredibly successful business people all around the world. Every one of them love what we do, love what we stand for, and love our products. So if it's good enough for all of us in this room, don't worry about that person at 7-Eleven that said no to you. It's okay. It's the reason why he works there, or her. I don't mean to be mean about it, but I'm telling you, it's okay. Remember, that's your conviction. I love what you said, Suki. Lean on our certainty. I have no issues talking to anybody about what we do and who we are. And I have so much conviction because I believe it's the best. That's the cool thing. We're not second. We're not third. We're the best. You think Apollo signed up to be, I want a silver medal company? Are you kidding me? Right? Everything we do, we want to be number one. Everything we do. And it's cool. Tuesday, we were at our friend's opening. He opened the new Trump Hotel. And guess what? I had a chance to talk to Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump Jr. Or he's not Jr., it's Eric Trump. It was fun. You know what I was going to ask him. Do you think I was shy about talking about what we do? You know how many people came up to me and asked me what I do? Why? Because they were curious. Why? Because of the way we carried ourselves. Maybe. Probably. So all of you, we're learning that art. And we can keep evolving to a point where you're so dynamic. When I'm around Lisa, I want to ask her, what do you do? What is about Lisa that has this incredible spirit inside that just draws people to her? Learn from her if you're on her team. That's an amazing, amazing opportunity to be mentored. If she's moving, how many people here, I'm not pointing, no, don't answer this, it's rhetorical, helped her move? If I was in her team, I'd be volunteering. Can I help you move? Do you know why? Those 3 days helping her move, you're going to get more out of that association. I know it sounds weird, by moving boxes than you will sitting here watching her speak on stage. Sharon helped her move. Congratulations. Good. So just remember all that. Yeah. So before I bring Suki back here, I just want to say again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your loyalty, for your commitment to the company, for you really diving head first. Guys like Hitesh, that I see your post, you're a stud, man. You know what? Unwavering in conviction. Everybody loves Hitesh. Because he's like, this is me, this is Elysian. I'm standing behind it 100%. And those are the kind of things that are just, you know, they inspire us, and want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for that kind of commitment. Yeah, everybody loves Hitesh. Everybody loves Hitesh. So I can spend all the time singling everybody out, but I won't. But I will tell you again, as of my last closing comments to the group, we are on track for some amazing things, and 2017 will reveal a lot of those things. And nothing more I want for all of you to experience so much success. And I want to hear about those stories that you're going to be able to say, hey, not only did Listen change my life, you know, physically, but financially. Ellen, thank you for sharing your story. Incredibly courageous. I mean, what a beautiful spirit that you are. You've always been. And I know I send you messages once in a while to say hi, because you know, we think about you all the time. Thank you for coming up here, driving up here, and sharing that. Really meaningful. Really appreciate it very much. Ved, you've lost weight. Have you seen Ved? This guy's, wow. Wow. I know. Yeah, well, he told me he spent all his paycheck on a new suit that was 3 sizes smaller, and his goal was to fit in it, and there you go. Yeah, just a beacon of beauty, Ved. It's a beacon of beauty. He tried to fit in my suits, is that why? Ved, you know, Ved has those desks that you don't sit. He stands up, right? It's pretty cool. Yeah, he's a great job. But Ved, great job today. Great job today, man. Slammed it. Slammed it. And Dr. Ken, thank you for being so funny and smart at the same time. I would edify what you said, but I understand anything that you said up there. The words are way too big, because you've got PhDs and more degrees than a thermometer. But it's great that we have you as an asset. And by the way, for those of you, just don't try to be like, you don't need to be like them, right? Some of you I see you taking notes on the peptide balance and all these different formulas and how we came up to this, how the brain, don't worry about it. Let them do that. Okay, go do what you're good at. If you're good at that, great, be that person. But if you're not, don't worry about it. You don't just study every 17 ingredients in Mastermind and how they work synergistically and how they cross the blood-brain barrier. You don't need any of that. All you need to know, I took it and it works. That's all you need for some of you, okay? So it's okay. Thank you for sharing. I know Raj had to leave. I want to thank him. Who else spoke today that Did I get everybody? Holly? Yeah, we said hi. We talked about Holly. My last thank you, Mark, as always, one of my boys. I grew up with this guy in high school. We met when I was 13 years old. You guys want to hear stories about me? Give him the mic. Yeah, one day he will, too. One day he will. But thanks, Mark. Mark's so busy. He's got all these gigs. He does all these productions for Lululemon, all these big companies. But when we're here, he comes personally. He doesn't have to. But that's how much he cares about all of you. But thanks, Mark, for always doing that. He doesn't have to be here.